Something doesn't feel right. Luto is a first-person psych horror puzzle with walking sim vibes, released in July 2025, developed by Broken Bird Games, located in the Canary Islands, which I never played a game from before. And there was actually like a lot of culture and environmental stuff that I appreciated because it came from a culture that I was not really aware of previously. It was published first on PC and then on PS5. We played the demo that was released way back in 2023.
Oh my god.
And it was incredible. Like, it was like its own game. Like, very different from the one that was released, but equally as powerful for being a short thing.
Well, it had its own arc, like its own ending. Like it wasn't just like that's level 1 from the regular main game or the game. It was like another thing. Real.
It was like a really beautiful use of some like really basic horror tropes, but subverted or elevated. Clear influences of Final 4, PT, House of Leaves Stanley Parable, and creator said he was influenced by a painter named Nestor Martin Fernandez de la Torre, who I'd never heard of before. And I was actually admiring a lot of art on the walls, and a particular painting I had been looking at, I then found when I looked him up. So that was really interesting, the use of like real life art of a Canarian painter as set design. One of my favorite things it did was like a whole lot of fourth wall break. But yeah, it was just gigantic subversion of expectation at many points throughout the game. Be that the way the levels are operating, where like how things are looking, what the story's doing, how many layers are involved in the story.
Sheet ghosts.
Yeah, that's sheet ghosts, man. That's using these really simple pieces of iconography in horror and like using them effectively. Genuinely fantastic, and there was a whole lot of nods to really great Easter eggs that were really well implemented.
Oh yeah.
And the loop thing a la PT was also really well done.
It went somewhere with it. It didn't just emulate some great thing from the past.
Yeah. It's like there's breaking of expectation at like all turns throughout this game.
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This episode is brought to you by Alternative Games and Magic from Space. Alternative Games and the next project is entirely unknown. Theodora and the knife. Theodora and the nun and the knife. From Space is working on a number of projects. The soundtrack track for Theodora and the nun and the knife, as well as a more album of labs. We find all Bandcamp for checking out the show and supporting us.
Remember to get enough fiber and also salt in it. So remember to drink enough water. Thanks.
Among Ashes is a first-person, low-poly psych horror game by Ratcliffe Games, who's solo dev from Spain.
Yeah.
It has this wonderful mixed art style where you're both playing a PS1 type game and then you're also wandering around a set in a more modern graphic setting, and I just love how it messes with your brain, kind of switching between those very wildly different art styles where you have to fill in a whole lot more information when you're inside that PS1 type game. It's got a whole lot of meta fourth wall break type stuff, like so much so I would spoil it to talk about it deeply, but it uses those elements really well repeatedly. Definite Resident Evil influence, and Silent Hill 4, it does a really great job of folding in that emotional layer of storytelling into its horror setting.
Lo and behold, Lord.
The setup feels a lot potentially cheaper than it ends up being. Early 2000s internet / modern internet thing going where it's very almost like creepypasta based, where I had no idea how deep it was gonna go. Like, was it was just gonna be a haunted game, or is there gonna be like a whole lot more going on here? And there was a whole lot more going on.
Yeah.
Super dark stuff. Like, very, very dark stuff. And also had like a really nice layer of humor in it as well. Like, there was like a whole background story that was kind of funny going on at the same time that these horrific things are occurring. Oh dear God, I have lost my words. Something doesn't feel right.